So Trump gave a well-received speech, and even CNN's polls were showing a huge upswing in popularity. Must be time to bring back the vast Russian conspiracy theory. Jeff Sessions spoke with the Russian ambassador Sergei Kislyak, which was part of his job as a member of the Senate Armed Services Committee. The shock, the horror. How dare he? I mean, it's not like Russian ambassador Sergei Kislyak visited the Obama White House 22 times. It's not like Russian ambassador Sergei Kislyak sat with and spoke with top Democrats at Trump's speech just a few days ago. But Democrat Claire McCaskill says she never met with a Russian ambassador as a member of the Senate Armed Services Committee, despite back in January 2013 tweeting that she was off to meet the Russian ambassador. And here's a picture of her meeting with the Russian ambassador. I mean, meeting with Russians is just awful. Who would do such a thing? Maybe if Jeff Sessions had just sold 20% of America's uranium to Russia, like Hillary Clinton did in return for a $2 million Clinton Foundation payoff, in addition to a $500,000 check for Bill Clinton giving a speech in Moscow, maybe only then Democrats wouldn't be complaining, because they damn sure didn't complain about that. But Jared Kushner and Michael Flynn met with Russian Ambassador Kislyak in December. Oh my god. Oh wait, even the New York Times says it's, quote, common and not improper for transition officials to meet with foreign officials. But Sessions had to recuse himself, just like Loretta Lynch had to recuse herself after meeting privately with Bill Clinton. Oh wait, that didn't happen. Let's cut the BS. This is about two things. One, the hysterical left is still in denial about losing the election. They're so pompous, they can't entertain for a second that they lost the political argument. So they're still trapped in this neurotic hysteria that can only be satiated by maintaining the echo chamber of the vast Russian conspiracy theory. As Brendan O'Neill writes, the spectre of Putinite meddling is now blamed for everything that doesn't go the liberal elite's way. Brexit, Trump, Italy, Le Pen, Geert Wilders. It couldn't possibly be, because we have the better arguments, right? No, it has to be Russian conspiracy theory. This is neo-McCarthyist paranoia, mixed with hysterical self-entitlement and supreme arrogance. The fact remains that despite all the whining, all the hand-wringing, all the delirium, no evidence whatsoever has been presented that Russia hacked the election. No evidence has ever been presented that any of Trump's team had improper meetings with Russians. Nothing. Zip. Nada. Zilch. And the second aspect of what this is all about, Trump's anti-globalist message and his vow to end unnecessary wars, represents an existential threat to the deep state and the military-industrial complex.
You take on the intelligence community, they have 6 ways from Sunday at getting back at you. So even for a practical, supposedly hard-nosed businessman, he's being really dumb to do this.
That's why partisan intelligence agents keep leaking information. This is about the total sabotage of the Trump administration. Now, the deep state has formed an alliance with the left to pick off Trump loyalists one by one. People like General Flynn and Jeff Sessions because they're not globalists. They really believe in Trump's America First mandate. Look at who replaced Flynn. General McMaster, a CFR member and a member of other globalist bodies. Look at who dominates Trump's foreign policy team. Half of them are Council on Foreign Relations members. Fiona Hill, CFR. Katie McFarland, CFR. Carter Page, CFR. Joel Rayburn, CFR. Kenneth Juster, CFR. Christopher Ford, CFR. Yael Lempert, CFR. I could go on and on. The CFR is the deep state. That's the globalist fifth column within the administration. They're trying to force out loyalists so they can isolate Trump and surround him with globalists. So he's totally ineffectual. Kushner and Bannon will be targeted next, before they try to topple Trump himself. They're so desperate to sabotage Trump, they're even trying to get the author of the fake news Pissgate dossier to testify before the Senate. Barack Obama has also set up a nerve center 2 miles from the White House. According to reports, his goal is to oust Trump from the presidency either by forcing his resignation or through impeachment. This is a concerted effort across the board to delegitimize, sabotage, and eventually overthrow the Trump administration. How can Trump counter this? Well, for one, his administration can stop caving and apologizing to deep state bullies and contrived leftist hysteria. Stop treating sellout Republicans and rhinos like John McCain and Marco Rubio with any respect. They don't deserve it. The establishment GOP only knows about apologizing and losing. They have no power. And stop even acknowledging contrived controversies whipped up by the biased fake news media. They're widely hated and their credibility is in the toilet. Polls show that more Americans trust Trump. And above all, purge your administration of this globalist fifth column. There can be no compromise. These people literally want to overthrow a democratically elected government. They don't have the moral high ground. You have the moral high ground. You are on the right side of history. Click the link below to subscribe to the channel, and for more breaking news go to Infowars.com. The Making of the President 2016, How Donald Trump Orchestrated a Revolution. This is the untold story of how Trump defied all the odds to win the presidency. From former Trump confidant Roger Stone, the inside scoop of how Trump rocked the establishment. Get your signed copy of The Making of the President right now at InfoWarsStore.com.